morning, it's Michelle Gwynn with the Gwynn Properties team at RE/MAX Pros. This morning I have Matt Moriarity with Farmers Insurance Group, and I wanted to talk with Matt a little bit more about homeowners insurance and how it relates to real estate. One of the questions I get a lot when I'm taking buyers out shopping for homes is, Michelle, what's my mortgage payment going to be? And my standard answer, and this is true, is contact your mortgage brokers who understand what your mortgage payment is going to be. However, there's some guesstimating that we can do along the way. A good thing for folks that are buying houses in Colorado to remember is that a mortgage payment is always comprised of what we call PITI, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. And insurance is where Matt comes in.
Exactly. And thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. Where the insurance comes in for us, it's, obviously the insurance is paid on a yearly basis through your mortgage company. And what the mortgage company is going to do is they're going to estimate exactly how much, for your loan, how much that's going to factor in with regards to your payments. But the best thing to do is actually give someone like myself a call and get a quote. So you're out shopping for houses, you can get, kind of an idea of what it's going to cost.
What are common coverages under a homeowner's policy? So what does that quote include?
That's a great question. When people are lending money, like a lender is going to be lending money for a home, they want to make sure everything's protected. So there are some basic ones that you want to look at. So first and foremost would be dwelling. The dwelling is the actual property itself. For your purposes, what they look at is that, what's the appraised value, right?
Sure.
And that includes the land value. So dwelling does not include, it's how much it would cost in the event the home burned down, how much it would cost to rebuild the home. The second one down from there is separate structures, which are anything that's not permanently attached to the house. So whether it be a fence, a shed, a deck, anything along those lines, that's where that coverage takes place. The third would be personal property. This is everything that you own, right? So if you could, I know you can't do this, but if you could take the roof off the house, pick it up and shake it, everything that falls out would be your personal property. And that's where the protection comes in for that, and that's coverage C. The next one is loss of use. Now, obviously, if something happened to the house, you need a place to live, and that's where that loss of use comes in, because we actually pay for you to find residence until the home is actually rebuilt or repaired. And then the next one down is a huge one, is personal liability. Most people are worried about their house, but you got to protect your assets too, which is why the liability comes in there. And then medical payments for others.
Are there standard rates or deductibles for estimating purposes that are beneficial for people like myself or maybe buyers that I would take out shopping?
Most definitely. If you're looking at homes in a similar, whether it be a similar area or you're looking at homes of similar size, it would be beneficial for them to at least get an idea of what costs look like, right?
Let's talk about flood in Colorado.
And that's a great question. In the state of Colorado, it's really not as big of a deal, just because there's not a lot of floods here. But if you do live in a flood zone, that's something that you want to, talk to Michelle about or anyone else about, just because of the fact that if you are in a flood zone, you do need flood insurance. That would be something that you're going to want to take into account with regards to your monthly premiums.
What's the most common claim against a home? That's kind of a fun question.
That's a great question, yeah. The most common claim against the home, in the state of Colorado would be obviously hail, wildfires is up there, and then water. And water a lot of times is preventable, but yeah, those would be the top three.
Your homeowner rates go up every time you make a claim.
Great question. Yes and no. So your rates will go up if the claim is something that is caused by you, right? If it's something that's preventable, if it's a catastrophe, meaning that like hail, your rates probably aren't going to go up. I mean, generally speaking, they might go up if there's too many claims in the state of Colorado. But you personally, they're not going to penalize you for that because it's out of your control.
Does it make sense, from your point of view, to when you go shopping for homeowners insurance, do you get discounted rates for bundling like your auto and your homeowners insurance?
Yeah.
Does it make sense to bundle all of them with one insurance carrier?
And that's a great question. A lot of times, most of the time, it does make perfect sense, just because of the fact that you're dealing with one person, who's handling everything. In fact, I don't want to go through the whole thing, but we give a lot of discounts. But yes, it does make sense in a lot of cases. Sometimes it doesn't, but in a lot of cases it does. For sure.
Perfect. So if someone is looking for a new homeowner's policy, it's important to maybe also look into auto and life and add additional coverage.
I would definitely do that.
Great. Well, thank you, Matt. I appreciate it so much.
Of
I think
course.
it's very helpful for a lot of my clients to understand, and hopefully future clients to understand how insurance plays into home shopping.